Well, it seems that Cruz Ramirez has joined the Glow Racers party, which is super exciting because I've heard from good sources that she does glow the best out of the first three Glow Racers that Mattel released, like Lightning McQueen here, and, of course, Mater with his big old headset on. Now, I reviewed these two. I think they both glow great, but now I'm super excited to see if Cruz Ramirez glows better because apparently that is going to be the case from what I've heard and from what I've seen during the night with her in the package. So, of course, welcome on back to the Cars Garage, everyone. I've got Dinoco Cruz Ramirez from the Glow Racers diecast line that Mattel just started releasing. Just starting to find them now in Toys R Us Canada here, so that's awesome. I love the packaging style that they're going with. It's very nice and dark, but all the colors on it do just like really pop off it, so it's really cool. Glows in the dark, of course. Let's see about that. Now, I already know that she does glow because I've seen her, like I said, in the dark. And unfortunately, I actually dropped her because it was so dark a couple days ago, and I kind of busted her open a little here, but that's no big deal. Gonna be opening her anyways. She does have the yellow and red name tag, just like Mater, for whatever reason. I don't know why. It doesn't really correspond to her colors. It really should be yellow and blue, but whatever. Anyways, I mean, Mater's corresponds to his colors. McQueen's doesn't. He's got green and red for some reason. Anyways, you can see on the back the stock images for McQueen and Mater. Very nice and glowy full there. I like that a lot. I love how they put their glowing stock images on instead of just their daytime stock images. Looks a lot better in my opinion. It says glows in the dark, of course, again. Very, very cool packaging. I really miss having the big blisters like this in the main line. Unfortunately, we don't have that anymore. They're just trying to cut cost and not use as much plastic, I guess. But this just looks better. I don't know why they are allowed to use it for extended universe lines like this. I don't know if it's really a thing about them being allowed to or not. I think they just do because obviously it looks better and they want to charge more money for these extended universe line cars, which they do. They're $12.99 here in Canada. But yeah, that's it for the packaging. It's the standard Glow Racers packaging like we've seen a few times before. So let's just bust her open, see what she has to offer. When I first saw Glow Racers Cruise online, I must say I wasn't the biggest fan of her design, only because it's really not all that much different. And at first, I don't know why I thought they were gonna like alter her color completely, like make her pink and blue or something really wild like that. Obviously, they didn't do that. But I mean, at the same time, as long as she glows nicely in the dark, which we already know that she's going to, let's be honest, then I mean, I guess it really shouldn't matter. But she does look very, very similar to her regular release. This is the Chinese one, but this is like the newer version with the metallic decals, which is really cool. There's two versions of the Chinese one, and then there's obviously the Thailand one too. This one's made in Thailand, of course, but she is missing. Oh no, never mind. She does have a plastic eye plate. I was gonna say she doesn't have a plastic eye plate, but she does. But yeah, the biggest difference I would say between these two, probably the shade of yellow and like the shade of the blue on the decals. Other than that, they're really like exactly the same. But I don't know if that's really a bad thing or not. As long as she glows nicely, I guess it's really not. So yeah, let's just dive right into her. Looks pretty nice. I mean, I do like Dinoco Cruz. Not really all that much of a peg warmer either. I mean, not a peg warmer at all. They haven't released her as a single in quite some time. I think they are going to next year though, if I'm not mistaken. Either way though. Looks very, very nice. That would make sense because they are doing Will Rush in a two pack next year for 2024. So they should probably do the same for Dinoco Cruise just so that, you can get the Glow Racer version or the regular version. That makes sense actually. So we got the Dinoco decals on the side, of course, with the big old Apatosaurus or whatever dino that would be. I'm not really sure. Apatosaurus, Brachiosaurus, definitely a long neck of some sort. And the number 51 to honor Doc Hudson. That was a nice little Easter egg that they did. Not really an Easter egg, they pointed it out, but you know what I mean. Nice little way to pay some homage to Doc. That's what Cars 3 was all about, really. Doc, and those are my favorite scenes from the movie, too. Got Dinoco on the hood. Very nice. The modern Dinoco logo. But still cool. It doesn't look as retro as the King's decals or Cal Weathers decals or anything like that, but it's still nice. I always found it weird how Cruz is like kept her yellow color, even though she started racing for Dinoco, because I mean that was like the big thing in Cars One. McQueen wanted that Dinoco blue, so I thought if you race for Dinoco, you have to be blue. But I guess not for Cruz. They didn't want to change her color, which makes sense, I guess. She's supposed to be a yellow car. She's supposed to be a yellow car, I guess. This side is the same, just flipped around, obviously. The decals are facing that way. Well, they still are facing this way, but they just look different. Like they're on a different slant direction, I guess. Nice headlights there. The headlights definitely a little different, a little bit lighter. All the decals are lighter. I don't know if that's just a Thailand to China thing, because this is China. Even though it is different from this one right here. I'll compare them all later. Just wanted to show you guys quickly some of the little noticeable differences. Same mold, definitely. Same expression. Actually, not really the same expression. They changed it a little bit, which is cool. Yeah, that's nice. This eyelid goes up higher, I would say, on the right side, so that's cool. Little difference. Unless it's just a China to Thailand thing, I can't really tell. It looks pretty much the same. The windows are obviously like more opaque, just like McQueen's and Maynard's. That seems to be the case with all the glow racers. But on Cruz, it almost seems to be a little bit more like frosted glass, almost. That's what I said it reminded me of when I reviewed McQueen. It looked like frosted glass. But I guess it's just the opaqueness. I don't know. Same with Maynard, but he doesn't really have very many visible windows. You can barely see them. A little bit if I move that over. Yeah, definitely the same. I wonder why. Maybe it just lets the glowing feature like glow better. I'm not sure. Like you can see it more. Maybe I'm not sure. It's kind of weird though. On the back, giant number 51 and the classic Dinoco logo. A little bit different, obviously, because there's no T-Rex. It's the long neck Dino now. But that's cool. Ironic, because I just got in the mail this big Brachiosaurus from the Jurassic World Hammond collection, which is also from Mattel. But that's pretty cool. I do like dinos. I like the Jurassic World movies and stuff, so I've always liked Dinoco. But it's never made that much sense to me because like the dinos, they just look very like lifelike, like they look just like we know them to look. So I always thought that was a little weird, but at least they did carify them in Cars on the Road in the Dino Park episode. Nice tires, got the next gen wheels, of course, much thinner than McQueen's. And McQueen was missing the Lightyear text, and so is Cruz. They should technically have that, but whatever. It would probably stop it from glowing, so maybe it's better they don't have it, especially on Cruz, because her tires are just so small to begin with. They're very modern looking, obviously. Same rims, it looks like to me. Not as metallic. I mean, all the decals aren't really as metallic. I wonder if they weren't able to like put the foil type of paint on it to make it metallic because it's like a different texture, I guess. I don't know. The eye plate looks pretty good though. I hope it doesn't like I don't know, just affect the glowingness when we turn the lights off later. Because I think I saw online some pictures. I feel like the eye plate didn't glow as well as the metal yellow parts. So I don't know. Hopefully, the spoiler definitely looks a little plasticky though to me. It almost doesn't really match, just like the eye plate. But the eye plate seems to match a little bit better, in my opinion at least. Dinoco on the spoiler and on the sides too, so that's cool. It's a nice little detail they kept. On the base, what do we got going on down there? S29A. That is the same exact date stamp as McQueen and Maynard. Look at that. That's funny. Cool. Almost looks like she has like a brown base. It's not really coming up on camera, but definitely a little brown looking to me at least. That is really wild. Pretty cool glow racer though, even when she's not glowing. We'll test out her glowing feature in a second. Just wanted to compare the cruises a little more. This is the original 2017 Chinese cruise. Dinoco Cruz, obviously. But yeah, the decals actually look more similar to this one because they're not as metallic. They screwed it up originally. This is the one I originally got, and then I found this one in the States the year after in 2018. But I found it funny how they screwed it up and they were really quick to fix it. So that's cool. And then they switched over to Thailand. So there was another variant of Cruz within a 2 year time span. There's a lot of Dinoco Cruz variants, and this one didn't have the window bars in the back either. So it's another mistake that it had. Well, they made a lot of mistakes when they first started making Cars 3 cars. I almost wonder if they did it on purpose, though, just to make us buy more variants to get the better version, in quotes. I don't know. I could see Mattel doing something like that. All the same decals. Oh, yeah, this one doesn't have the rookie racing stripes. That's actually a good idea to not have them. That's smart thinking, Mattel, because obviously, like, the Glow Racers race is taking place now in 2023. If it is canonical, who really knows? Who's to say it is or not? But that's funny because she wouldn't have the rookie racing stripes still, so that's nice that they removed those. I'm glad. Also, it wouldn't come up very well probably on this different yellow. It's definitely a different color, so it probably wouldn't come out as well. This is the Silver Dinoco Cruz, which I actually just took out, and now I got her out again because I just reviewed Silver Chick the other day. But yeah, other than like the obvious silver color difference, all the decals are the same. She still has the little what do you call them? The rookie racing stripes in the back. Wanted to say contingency sponsors for some reason. Speaking of contingency sponsors, though, let's zoom that in. This one, I'm just realizing now, she does not have any contingency sponsors on the bottom. That's interesting because usually she would have what ones? Same as all the other next gens: Carbon Cyber, Synergy, Combustor, and Piston Cup on the bottom. Wow, that's hard to make out, and that's from China. Wow. But yeah, she did not have them on this Glow Racers version. Interesting, I didn't realize that. Alright, well, I think that's it for her in the daytime. Let's turn out the lights and see how she looks. Well, you guys are right. Everyone that's been telling me Dinoco Cruz glows the best, you're definitely right about that. My goodness, look at her. Wow, like her entire body is glowing. Not just with like McQueen and Mater, like just their decals are glowing, but with Cruz, everything is glowing. Everything. Wow. It's actually coming up better on camera than it is in person, but either way, you can almost like see through her. It's almost like she's transparent, like a ghost. Like that's what I expected Mallory Carhut to be like. And obviously she doesn't have the glowing feature, but I don't know why I thought she'd be like that. The back isn't glowing really that much, but probably because I didn't have it as close to the light. The wheels aren't glowing all that great either. But once again, maybe because I didn't have her all that close to the light, I'm going to turn the light on and we'll see if I can find it. I can't see in this dark room. There we go. That's better. So I'm going to put her up there closer to the light. I have a big lamp down here. It looks just like Luxo Jr., the Pixar lamp. There you guys can see it a little bit. So we'll put it down there and we'll let them all charge up while I talk about the Glow Racers. I don't know what to say, but I'm just very, very stunned by them. I can't believe how good they are. I mean, I don't know. Let's let McQueen and Mater charge up too, because just in case you guys haven't watched my reviews of them, I was very blown away by them. But I don't know, Cruz, I think I'm the most blown away by her. Just the fact that like everything glows, everything, every little square inch of her body glows. Let's definitely get the back in the light there. I want to get that to charge up, and the wheels too. It does say on the back of the packaging, I didn't read it this time because it just takes too long to read it all, but it just talks a lot about how you can charge them up if you put them in the light, but don't put them in the extreme heat because that won't work. That'll like deteriorate the glowing feature, I think. At least that's what I got from it. But oh yeah, it also says like don't like leave them out in the hot summer or anything like that because that might deteriorate them a little bit. So that makes sense, I guess. So Junior don't want to go up there. He's falling down. Oh, 1 second. There we go. That's better. I'm going to turn them off now. Yeah, that's better. Look at that. I don't know. Her back's still not really glowing. Oh, actually, yeah, it's weird. It's not really in person. It is on camera. Like I'm looking through the phone camera, and it definitely is. Yeah, that is really wild. Well, I'm very impressed by this one. And Luxo Jr. is way down here again. I think I broke him. You guys can't see, but he's like way down here. He was touching my hand. Oh, yeah. It's like there's a spring broken or something. He's falling on my head now. I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights back on. But yeah, very, very pleased with Dinoco Cruz Ramirez. My goodness. Look at how cool that looks. Yeah, Cruz definitely takes the lead for me in terms of the best glowing glow racer for sure. She looked incredible in the dark there, as you guys could see. But yeah, I guess that's gonna have to be it. This is a pretty cool one, a little shorter than the other Glow Racers reviews because not as much to talk about with Dinoco Cruz Ramirez in her Glow Racer form because she's really not all that much different, but she does glow very nice in the dark. So definitely one worthy of picking up. Same with McQueen and Mater. I think all of the Glow Racers are going to be worthy of picking up because I think it's a really exciting line. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do moving forward. I know we got Ray Reverham coming, Sally's coming apparently. Ramon, Fillmore. I wouldn't doubt Luigi and Guido. And then lots of other cool next gens and stuff too, like Ryan Inside Laney, Chase Racelot. Obviously, Will Rush is out now in the 4-pack, and I think a single's coming out soon too. So lots of exciting stuff to come from the Glow Racers line. Really does feel like the good old days when they did the Neon Racers and all that kind of stuff. So I'm having a good old time reviewing them for you guys. I hope you are enjoying these Glow Racers reviews. And the next one should be the Glow Racers playset, unless for some reason I'm able to find Will Rush, but don't count on it. Either way, I do want to review the Mac playset soon, maybe the Glowing Garage as well. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on the Cars Garage.